Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the crypto channel. I hope you are all doing well today. If you are a new investor and you're only familiar with exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, Uphold, whatever, really, more prominent tier one exchanges, Toshi is the project you should be looking into. In fact, I think this is a project that all investors should be investing in, whether new or really seasoned. This is an easily accessible meme coin to so many people. You can easily get this on Coinbase, um, which is like one of the most user-friendly, simple exchanges that you could use in the crypto space. I want to go over some history of Toshi, and then we'll take a look at some of the price points it's been hitting in the past 24 hours, the week, and the month. So this launched way back in 2023, and a lot of people don't realize that it launched at a price of four zeros, 34.46. People think that Toshi, or a lot of people think that Toshi just landed on the market in the past year. This has been on the market for quite a while, hence why it has a Coinbase listing already and a Kraken Crypto.com listing as well. It does not have Binance yet, but that is two very huge tier one exchanges and very prominent tier two and tier three exchanges as well. This checks all the boxes to be a really successful project in terms of exchange listings and an incredibly bullish looking chart. So it launched back in 2023, and that means that it has had 2 years to kind of establish itself. Some people might say, oh, well, now it's old. Well, not really. I mean, it did have some pumps here, with the most um, recent or big pump being back in January 26th of this year, all the way up to 001488. It came down in a short-term correction in April, down to 2464. But then we saw it come back up again in a mini pump up to 8517. So it's kind of hovering in that 4050 range. It is looking incredibly bullish, and this is its first bull cycle, which is, I think, the key to this project. Besides the fact that it is a cat coin, it has tier one exchanges, and it's kind of consolidating and setting itself up to really pump now that we're heading into the prime time of the bull cycle, where everything is really going to pump towards the end of this summer. I think we could see some pumping really start the end of this month. I know in past videos I've always mentioned July being a really important time for pumping for this bull cycle, so I still stand by that. I think we're going to see some pumping in August, and everything is really going to pump through the fall into December. So because it's been on the market for 2 years, it really has had time to establish itself. That's why we see Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, pages and pages of exchange listings. Okay. Literally, we have 63 exchange listings total here. And, you know, doing fantastic in terms of centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Aerodrome, which is a huge one, Dexalot, and Sushi Swap. So awesome in the exchange listings department. And because it's on Coinbase, that means it has already kind of hit mainstream. So now we have more newer investors buying into it, and it just exposes its retail value, um, its value to retail investors and that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Not retail value, but its value to retail investors by getting on more prominent exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, etc., etc. So it is expanding its outreach, and with that comes more buyers, and with more buyers comes more pumping potential. So, it pumps the bags of people who bought it very early on. I think the prime time to have bought it was down here, but then again, who would know to, buy it down here? It was in the red for most of September, October, November of 2023. But then I think when it started to pump here, people caught on, and most people bought it down here in, the fall of last year, and also down here in December of 2024. And then I think people made a lot of money on this pump, so hopefully people collected profits, but um, keep some more in your bag for the next pump. And I would consider even topping off your bag. If you have not bought it yet, I would buy it. You do not have to put a lot into this to get a lot out. So, in terms of price points, we're working with 3 zeros, 49.10 times. So 50x will put it at 2 cents. If that hits 2 cents, say you put about $50 in right now, you would acquire 101,832 Toshi coins times 2 cents. You would make about $2,000. Here's the thing, I think it's going to go way higher though than a 50x. So a 100x would put it at 4 cents. And if you threw in $50, again, you would acquire around, I think we said 101,832 times 4 cents. The $100 you would make $4,000. If this does a 120x, it would go to about 5 cents, almost 6 cents. And with a 5 cent price prediction, you would make about $5,000. That's peanuts. But there are YouTubers that are predicting this like so much more for Toshi, like a 200x, 220x, 240x. I'm gonna say about a 100x or 120x on this. You could make a nice couple $1,000s on this. You could put in like much more, like 500. Like if you put in $500, I think that's a decent amount. I do usually say small bags on the meme coins, but this is already so established. So you would have 1,019,991 dollars, and with a, let's say, 5 cent price prediction, you would make about almost $51,000. $51,000. So these are just rough, calculations, but yeah, you could put a couple hundred in this and, make a decent amount. I think this is going to go far. I don't know how I feel though about a 200x. I think that's pretty hefty considering this is already pumped, but there is so much more gas left in the tank for this. So I'm going to say about a 100x, maybe a 120x. Worst case scenario, which I think it's going to do way more than this, but like worst case scenario would be like a 50x, but I think we're totally going to see Toshi exceed that. It's very popular, and who knows, we could see this totally fly. I think that's definitely possible. So this is in great shape. The chart's looking good. It's consolidating. It's down a little bit for the past 24 hours, 5.42%. It's up for the week, 11.88%. It's down slightly for the month, 4.46%. And for the year, it's looking good, up 138.72% and up 1315.42% for the all-time chart. I will keep you posted on this as I always do. Don't forget the Crypto Channel VIP is available. I'm offering one-on-one coaching calls and portfolio reviews. If you're interested, 2 packages available, the single call or the annual option. These have been going great so far. I absolutely love connecting with my community this way. We go through your entire portfolio, redo the whole thing, answer all of your questions. If you're interested, link is down in the description section. Social media links are also in the description section. Instagram, X, Discord server. Give me a follow on those. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.